fresh, freshy, flex, fresh, fresh, freshy, flex, fresh, helmets, left, got with cafe breath.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot.
Hold
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot. Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You
activate.
better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
Good morning. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Some of y'all saying y'all can't hear in the chat. Oh well. We already here. We already hearing queer. Oh well. Girl, if you can't hear, oh well. It's that Holy Spirit activate. Oh my God. Girl. So hello everyone. Welcome back to the Sean Everyone Show, and they mad. So girl, so welcome back. I missed y'all. I know you guys missed me. Did you guys miss me? Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Did you miss me? I know it's real boring out here. So girl, y'all saying loud and clear. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad. A lot of y'all saying loud and clear. Like good. I'm glad y'all can hear me because you need to hear me, okay? Because I am wonderful. I am wonderful. And so is y'all. Oh my goodness, we is wonderful together. Oh my goodness, April, you know when y'all give coin, they get upset. Okay? They go from mad to upset. Okay? It gets higher. They hate it. They absolutely hate it. Shout out to April. Thank you for the super sticker, sweetie. Jen said, Ginger, say if you can't hear, turn it up. Boom. That part. I want to say happy birthday to my queen moderator, Tip West. Okay, my best friend. All right, I love you. Okay, happy birthday, Tip West. Okay, her cash app is pinned in the chat. If anyone wants to send her little birthday love, you go right ahead. Okay, she is a career girl. She is literally already at work. She's literally already at work. So shout out to Tip West. Happy birthday, sweetie. Happy birthday to you. So happy birthday, Tip West. Oh my God, we love you. We love you, friend. Oh my God, I love you. So shout out to Tiff West. I just love her. Like I don't have nothing but good things to say because I just love her. So shout out to her. She makes me feel all warm on the inside. So shout out to her. I love her, love her, love her, love her. So I know the mods love her as well. She's baby queens, you know, running things. She running things. She running things. So I'm here for. So shout out to Tiff West. Oh my God, we love you. Happy birthday, sweetie. Absolutely, y'all give her a whole bunch of birthday love. Okay, this is a holiday. Okay, so happy birthday. Okay, and also happy birthday to my goddaughter, my Yana mama. Happy birthday. I was with her yesterday. We had so much fun. So happy birthday, my FC's daughter, Yana mama. Oh my God, I love you, Yana. So happy birthday, sweetie. So yes, it's her 10th birthday. So oh my gosh, double digits now. So it's just like, oh, gross, I'm getting old. So shout out to Sabrina Edwards for the super sticker as well. I like to catch them before they disappear. Y'all gonna make them upset. So thank you. So again, happy birthday to a beautiful goddaughter and the beautiful Tiff West. So happy birthday, ladies. So yeah, super excited. So let's get into the show. Again, Tiff West's Cash App is pinned in the chat if you want to send her any love. Just, you know, hey, happy birthday, girl. How do I be a moderator? Hey, girl, take this little $5. Not girl, mod, make it happen, Tiff. That's what that word. So I'm here, flip. So hey, girl. So I love y'all. Let's get into these topics. So thank y'all for saying happy birthday to my goddaughter. I will tell her that you guys said it. Okay. I'll be like, oh, my subscribers, happy birthday to you. You ain't got nothing to say back. So but I'll let her know. So yeah, I heard early some morning, like, oh, happy birthday. Like, oh, happy birthday. So, like, so shout out to the both of them. So Todd and Kandi put Paws on Tamar Braxton on my wire. Xscape and SWV beef. Ugh. And Jaguar and Johnny Popcorn. I'm like, girl, Johnny Popcorn. Girl. Who's the we want to know. We're nosy. Because everything else is boring. Absolutely. Everything else is boring. So let's get into that. Johnny Popcorn. Jaguar, we're still waiting on our baby. Girl, you over there saying all type of weird stuff. All type of weird stuff. Look, I cannot be a godfather to an abortion. Okay. So I'm gonna need you to get with that. I'm gonna need you to get with that. But I heard Birth Gap said something about she want to be the godmama. You really want to do that to this baby? It take a village, but not an unfit one. So I'm a good parent. I'm a great parent. So it's understandable why you want me to be the godfather. But for like, how you gonna let an unfit be a god unfit? Like, that's weird. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. Yep. Yep. That's weird. That's weird. Here, you didn't take care of your kid, but want to be the godparent of mine? I don't know. So what, they can repeat cycle? Ew. She's a dishwasher. Okay? One purpose over and over and over and over again. Yeah. Yeah. So do you really want all of this after baptism? Do you want all of this? Because this is what it's given. I'm cussing her out immediately. Mm-hmm. In front of the preacher and everything. Pastor, no, be quiet. Okay, I know the Lord is there. We get it. Look, what? Who you looking at like that, bitch? You know, so it's like, here, flat. So do you really want all of this at the christening? You gotta think about that. So, I'm not an unfit. I'm not a deadbeat. All things apply with the other one. So gross. Okay? Okay? Because just like Chyna's grandmother, I will be stuck raising another kid too. That I didn't bore. So here, flip. And so we're gonna be messy. If we're gonna be messy, let's be messy. If we're gonna talk, let's talk. Like, cause it's real boring out here. So let's set back on fire. So we're gonna get into Johnny Popcorn. We're also gonna get into Noriega. Nore was over there talking about us, the Beehive. Like, look, we ain't bothering nobody. We waiting for this high ass tour. Okay? Is we the Beehive, okay? We paying attention to Beyonce Oscar party and all of that stuff, and her dress and her husband all hugged up and stuff. We over there looking at that. We over there looking at these thousands of dollars of ticket prices. Okay? So we ain't worried about no Stephanie Mills. Girl, we ain't worried about her. She was cute back in the day. Girl, we ain't worried about her. Now, y'all always be bothering us when we just... Now, we bring 100 to the hive. It's all that work. Okay? Now, we the Beehive ain't with nobody. Okay? Leave us alone. All right? But y'all want to poke. Okay? So we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. But we definitely going to get into SWV beef and Kandi. Kandi, Burris, I don't like you. Kandi, Georgia. Kandi, Decatur. Burris. Tucker. Yeah. But let's see, speaking of Noriega. Messing with us now. Now, Noriega. Okay, Nore. Nah. He done said over here, and said our social media users accused N-O-R-E, Nore, of attempting to have the Isley brothers shade our girl, Beyonce, girl, during an interview. Oh, my word. I said, Nore. Nore. Gross. I'm like, the Isley brothers are iconic. And this what that word? And this what that word? Look, let's not do that. Now, y'all know who the Isley brothers is. Y'all know who this is Mr. Biggs. Y'all know who that is. y'all know how I really. There's a little bit sing R. Kelly. That's who or the Isley brothers. Y'all know them. They got all type of songs. And they sitting over here. Well, not them, because the Isley brothers are peaceful people. Yes, Mr. Biggs. How you doing, Mr. Biggs? The fuck is going on? Yay. Oh, what you mean? What's going wrong? Girl is telling me that him, the one that said that. Just because she sees me with her doesn't mean. Well, if you're not, that was him. That's in it. Well, if you're not doing what the hell, him. Mm-hmm. That Ronald, girl, him, girl. Mr. Big. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, leave these old people alone. Don't have us over there cussing them out. Because I will. Now, because I will now. I'll go over there and jump in his DM. Like, girl, I'll be over his DM like this. Can I explain? Mr. Biggs. Yeah, we ain't scared of you. Hello? Do you have something to say about Beyonce? Excuse me? Because we will. Okay? Now we'll hashtag all of their most awful performances and all of that. We'll make them trend again and all of that. Remember when you lost your voice during that concert? Oh, but we do. Look. Because this is what we do as the Beehive. Swarm, the movie. Okay? That is us. Nah, not leave us alone. We ain't bother nobody. That's what that word. And y'all sit over here, leave Mr. Biggs alone. He ain't bother nobody. Eat. Because we'll go over there and give him high blood pressure. Yes, we will. I know I will. I know I will. Are you just mad? You're mad. You're upset. You're jealous. That, like, because what's all this in your chest? That you, what's the issue? So, because that's what they were saying. I'm already getting upset. I'm already getting upset. Let me play this clip because I'm getting upset. I'm getting upset. I'm getting upset.
Known fact. Cannot say nothing about Beyonce.
Right.
Everybody knows it. It's like the mafia. We don't discuss it. We just follow the rules. But Stephanie Mills held it down. She went to the Breakfast Club. She held it down. She didn't back down. She just said that she thought that Beyonce was Diana Ross was on a different level than Beyonce, and we all understand what she meant. But for how it was expressed was like, you can't say nothing about Beyonce. Like, and in this day and era, like God bless you guys. You guys didn't have Instagram, but I'm telling you, you're lucky because Instagram is some crazy. Like, oh my God, you see what Stephanie Mills is going through right now? I just go on Twitter just to be negative sometimes. Like, I just need an ounce of negativity, so I just go on there and be like, hey, how's everyone doing? People are like, fuck you. I'm like, I said I didn't do nothing wrong to offend you. And to offend you. I mean, it's the wild, wild west. I swear to God. I literally would go out there and just say hi. Just to, and they'll say,
I'll come up with one.
Okay. I just go on Twitter just to be negative.
Nah. We weren't going around saying nothing about Stephanie Mills and what she said about Beyonce and or Diana Ross. We let that go because, again, we get where she's coming from. She wasn't saying this to be shady. She was just conducting an interview. Okay. I feel like she answered the question fine because they are in different lanes, if you ask me. Like Diana had her era, an amazing era, legacy, and it's the same thing with Beyonce because their eras and their legacy are two different things. Their struggles were completely different. And whatnot. Diana went through a lot being Diana Ross, and Beyonce went through a lot being Beyonce, but the roads getting there are different. The music is different. The times were different. So yeah, I don't really feel like it's anything to compare with them. I feel like if you're going to compare someone, you kind of compare someone that came out around the same time, because then their body of work follows them along the way. Like if you're going to compare like a Ciara and Rihanna, or Ciara and Tiana Taylor, something like that came out around the same times, so it would make sense to track their careers and compare them. But Diana was out way before Beyonce was born. So she had literally she was already a legend when Beyonce was born. So it's like somebody right now coming up in the industry as an artist, you weren't even born and Beyonce was already, a legend already. Like she was a legend when you were born, So it's a difference in the time frames. So there's nothing to compare, their voices are different. The songs they sang are different. The melodies, the tempos, all of that is also different. So I don't really feel like it's anything to compare. I really don't. I would understand somebody comparing like Aretha Franklin and Diana Ross, something like that. That would make more sense to me than to compare a Beyonce and a Diana. I mean, Beyonce basically played Diana in a movie, Dreamgirls. So again, Diana ain't never played Beyonce. Let me get something to drink. So it's no shade. I mean, Beyonce played her in a movie. What are we comparing? Like what are we comparing? Like I don't get it. Like they're two different type of legendaries. Two different types. If you ask me, I don't see anything to compare. Both actresses, both singers, both writers, both, they do you know, that yeah. I don't know. I just feel like it's weird. So yeah, we didn't take I don't feel like none of us took issue with what Anita said. I don't feel that way. But you could tell he was definitely trying to set the Isley brothers up, you know, to discuss that matter. Like, what do you think by what she said? Do you think she was right by saying it? Do you think she was wrong by saying it? It's like, don't do that. don't do that. Don't. Because we will get them. Or we will get them. Just like we will get Anita. Okay? We will get her. I mean, Stephanie Mills. It was Stephanie Mills. Stephanie Mills. Not my girl Anita. It was Stephanie Mills. Because Stephanie. So, I mean, it's not a problem. But Stephanie Mills didn't mean nothing by that. Like, she wasn't trying to, no. And I don't feel like that's a fair question to ask. Like, if you're saying anything about Beyonce is very touchy, you know, and all that. I mean, to a certain degree, we let a couple things slide. And Stephanie Mills is legendary herself. So we're going to let her rock. You know, Aretha Franklin said a lot of stuff. And we went too far off her. We went too far. Like we went too far off her heels. God rest her soul. Okay, but when we heard that she passed away, we was kind of just like, God rest her soul. Prayers to the family. That's how we was. Because, you know, Aretha, she tried it. You know, a couple times with a couple people. Okay? So, my girl, because we was sad a little, you know, we was sad, but so that's what that were. But yeah, stop it. There's no reason to try to throw these men under the bus. Let Mr. Biggs and his brothers and them rock. Okay, leave them alone. That's what that word. Now don't get these men's attacked because we'd be all up in their DMs. We don't mind. We really don't, like, because anybody won't smoke with us, we're giving it back. So, but leave us alone, you know, like hair flip. The Beehive, we're chilling. We chilling. But shout out to the Isley brothers because we love the Isley brothers. Okay, we love them. Okay, monumental men. Moving right along. So now Lil Kim, Leper Kim. Look out. Now Leper Kim was out here in the park. Look at Kim. Gone, Leper Kim. Lep in the wood. Gone, girl. Gone, girl. Look at Leper Kim, girl. Now she look good. Leper Kim look good. This is cute. This is cute. So now Lil Kim was out here, you know, look at how she looking. I want me gold, you know, she out here looking for her gold. And they say we all do this, the way she sucked her stomach in. So now if you look real close, Leper Kim sucks the stomach in, okay? And she absolutely does. And I don't find anything wrong with that. Santana, the one look like he about to pass out doing it. Look. He the one look like he about to fall at any moment. He lifted his head to exhale. Because he looked like he about to pass out. Kim body is still beat. You know, rather she sucks in or not. Like, she still look good. You know, like she don't have to suck in. But, you know, most people doing photos. You know, it's no big deal. You know, everybody does it. No big deal, right? So, but Santana the one sat over here look like he need a albuterol treatment. He the one look like he needs to hit that halo. Y'all focus on Kim. Look at Santana about to pass out. Y'all worry about Leper Kim. Leave her alone. Look at Santana, built badass. Look at this wide receiver with this purse. I'm like, Santana, what? I mean, he the one about to pass out. I'm like, look at Santana. Look, couldn't speak it off. You say anything to him, he'll cough. You say anything to Santana Beach, and he gonna pass out. He gonna cough. He done sucked all the air out the room. Oh Lord. He is sitting over there, a dehumidifier. Oh Lord. Oh God. Santana, the one that y'all know in the mask when Dorian when he did his nostrils. Y'all look, oh, happy birthday. We love you, Tip West. Happy birthday. Oh my God. We super celebrated you earlier. I'm sure you missed it. My girl. So we super celebrated you, girl. Shout out to my girl Tip West. It's her birthday. Oh my God, we love you. Happy birthday. I love you. Oh, yeah. We love you, Tip West, girl. So oh my God, we love you. We love you. We love you. So yeah, Tip West, girl, look at Saucy. Girl, look. They trying to talk about Leper Kim. Look, they trying to talk about Leper Kim. Leper Kim look good. She do. I lep in the wood. I lep in the wood. Up there do no good. She look good, girl. I want me gold. Like, girl, she looks good. She wants me gold. Okay? She wants me gold. And she's looking amazing. I think she looks great. And who cares if she sucks some kid? No big deal. Everyone does it, right? But Saucy, the one over here. Ooh, Saucy. Ooh, Saucy. It's Kim like him so much because he gives Christopher Wallace. I don't know what he don't get about that. She like you because you give Christopher. Because you give, Yes. Yes. Gave Marshmallow we doppelganger of first things first. That's what it gives. That's y'all didn't realize that. That's why Leper Kim like him so much, girl. Cause they get my old nigga. That's what it like. Y'all don't see it? Y'all don't see it? Girl, that is Christopher with a bodysuit on. A thick ass Christopher reach. That's what that word. That's what that word. That's what that word. And it rap. And it raps too. I don't know why he don't get that. Okay. I just wanted y'all to know that. Yeah, girl, Biggie in the bodysuit. Absolutely. What? Y'all talk about some no, stop. What? That's why she like him. It is. Don't some of y'all get a dog because it reminds y'all of y'all old dog? Do some of y'all get a dog because it looked like a dog you used to have? Y'all don't do that? I do. I get a dog because it looked like Spookum. The little, or the Spike, And then we get another one because it's like, oh, that looks just like, right? So it's the same thing. It's like, she was just like, oh, I want him, because he reminds me of, she misses him terribly. Tiff West said, thank y'all for all the cash apps. We love you, Tiff girl. I'm being nice. Miss Todd, I'm just telling y'all the truth, though. That's what that word. That's what that word. That's what that word. It's like whatever. She said she want him. It's just like, oh, look, first things first. Come be my friend. So shout out to Leper Kim and Saucy, girl. They was cute over here in this club sucking up all the oxygen. I'm like, no, y'all gotta do this at an oxygen bar. That's why clubs be hot. People like him. But move right along. So shout out to Leper Kim. That's my girl. Shout out to my girl Leper Kim. This is my girl, y'all. So y'all know I love her. That's my girl. Move right along though. So let's get into these awful sisters. Oh my goodness. Oh, let's get into these awful sisters. Oh my, ooh, y'all need a whooping. I'm like, ooh, y'all is awful. Ooh, y'all is terrible. I'm just like, ugh. I'm like, why y'all like each other? I'm like, oh, this is so gross. Like, y'all need to be T and Tamir in a situation. Okay, y'all not T and Tamir in a situation. I'm like, y'all is Burnt Gap, Blac Chyna in the situation. I'm like, now y'all need to sister this. Okay? Okay? You need the Braxton family values this. Okay? Now, I don't know what that word. I don't know what that word. We're going to get into them. Yeah, y'all talking about the burn book in that chat. Shout out to the burn book. Y'all make sure y'all get over there. We dropped some exclusive tea yesterday on the burn book on Patreon. Mods, we have the link. Can you please put it in the chat? We have almost over 200 patrons already. Last time I looked, it was like 196. So y'all are really lit over there already. I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. I'm just like, not even 72 hours. And we lit, you know. So shout out to all of y'all, and shout out to the burn book. There will be new information coming out on the burn book today, so make sure you are linked over there on Patreon. Girl, it's only $2. That's it. You know, these other girls are charging y'all an arm and a leg. We here flip are not. So yeah, get over there. Absolutely. And there may be a live with a special guest coming over there in the burn book as well. So definitely get over there. Definitely get over there. That's where we'll be discussing it all. I don't care to discuss it here. I don't talk about those people, you know, here flip, unless it's something like huge. And this is big, but it's not like. So anyways, we will talk about that over there. So make sure, and sometimes we talk about a little bit of stuff on Station Head too. So, you know, always hit up the Station Head. We'll be over there today as well. So yeah, we just everywhere. So but yeah, so shout out to y'all. Shout out to the burn book. It's very juicy. It's getting juicier and juicier. We have a bunch of tea coming out, not just about one person. We talk about everything. So we'll be talking about it all. Absolutely. I hear there's even a chapter coming on me. I said, oh, you gonna do one on me, yo? So I'm excited to read about myself. I sure am. I sure am. So get over there to the burn book. Even Sean is like in the burn book. Like that's when you know it's lit. That's when you know it's lit. Like when I'm in it, like myself, like I made the burn book. I better not be called fugly because I'm gonna have a problem with that. Yeah. So get over there to the burn book. It is so much fun. It is just a gossiping mess. Okay, it is an alleged mess. Get over there. So the link has been put in the chat by the mods and whatnot. So yeah, so make sure y'all get over there to the burn book on Patreon. The link is also on my community feed. If it don't work in the app, then just go over to your web browser and find it that way. So but yeah, so shout out to the burn book. Moving right along. So let's get into, like I said, oh, these awful sisters. Oh, these sisters look, they're just off. They're just terrible people, Lord. So if y'all didn't know, which I'm sure the majority of you do, Xscape and SWV have a show out on Bravo. And again, they're going on tour, you know, like they always do. I mean, it's really all their shows been about, which is cool. You know, I mean, a lot of things go down while they are on tours. So again, this LaTocha Scott and Tamika Scott problem comes up between the sisters, although they've had problems with each other for a very long time. I don't know if it's just like a rivalry. I have no idea because both of them can sing their tails off. So I don't know. I mean, only they know the root of their problem. But on the show, Tamika Scott has expressed that her sister, LaTocha, and her husband, okay, stole some money from her. Gross. Because these shows, one, are previously recorded. Okay. So it's hard for me to take what they're saying seriously now when the show is already recorded. So it's like they've had to wait however long it took them to film to say all of these things. So it's like, I know I'm going to say all these things. So it's all like premeditated instead of an organic thought. So I think it's gross that they said anything about it at all, because that's a different type. Because then you're looked at as the thief, like publicly as the thief. So I feel like they should have kept that between the family, but they decided not to. I guess they wanted to make sure they had a lot of drama for the show to keep people tuned in, and this is a lot. I mean, it definitely is. But again, it's nothing new. If you paid attention to these shows before, because this is the first time that they've done these shows on Bravo, the sisters have always had a problem. Like, there's always been friction in between them, and this was rumored back then. So I feel like now they're just going into detail this time being on TV, because this was mentioned the last time they were all on TV together. And now with it being brought up like this, it's just, now we're going into further detail into why we have this beef. And I really don't get the beef, because if they know it's there, why not just solve it? Like, just take care of it. If they owe you some money, if they can pay you back, have them pay you, and y'all move on, with your sisterhood. Because it doesn't make sense. Like, I mean, I would rather them beef with the other members than beef with each other. It's like y'all sisters. It's just like, if y'all treat each other terribly, why wouldn't other people want to treat y'all that way too? So it makes it easy for Kandi and the other sisters to all, because Tamika's more so cool with Kandi and Tiny. So you're saying black screen, I can't see you. Oh, that's weird. But Kandi and Tiny and Tamika, they're all closer. LaTocha is like the oddball out. So with LaTocha being the oddball out, she is still a member of the group. And this is Xscape's problem. This has always been their problem. That's why the industry and executives, tour agencies and whatnot, this is why they don't respect them, because they're all drama. Every time they get on the road, their egos get in the way, instead of just hanging it in there for the fans. That's one thing that I could appreciate about Destiny's Child. Like, once they were just the trio, they stuck together. They did albums and they stood by each other's side, and there was really no drama. I mean, there really wasn't. They were all on stage when they were supposed to be on stage. They were unified. They were on red carpets together. They stuck together, and that's what you're supposed to do in a group. Like, don't let them see you sweat. And they've never been able to do that. Xscape. That's why I appreciate Destiny's Child when they did their last album, Destiny Fulfilled, and they all separated. This is a good look. This is a good look of all of y'all going y'all separate ways, instead of continuing this group, knowing y'all getting on each other's nerves, knowing that Beyonce is, doing her thing, and, her shit is becoming massive, and, she has less and less time to do the stuff that y'all doing and whatnot. She's getting into movies and, all of this stuff. So it's just like, part ways and just move on with your life and come together when it makes sense. So I can respect that. A lot of other groups need to do that. This group has been around way too long to not be able to get along. Like, it's weird that y'all are still having problems after all of these years. It should give more of a SWV feel, with them going on tour. If there's going to be a problem, it needs to be with the other girls. It don't need to be with us. Like, we don't need to be going at each other. Like, that don't make sense. That's why the songs don't be in sync, and whatnot, because they're not feeling each other. And you can tell. And you can tell when can y'all hear me? I don't know. It just said microphone lost. I don't know. Can y'all hear? Hold on, let me see. Can y'all hear me? Okay, it says that. Okay. Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I don't know what just happened. Okay. I don't know what happened. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know. Okay, y'all saying y'all can hear now. I cannot now. Yes, okay. Okay, I don't know what just happened. Sorry. So yeah, I said that they're way too talented of women to not know how to get along. Like it's weird. And with the sisters, if there's truly an issue, just solve it. Just solve it. That's all that were. So let's get into that. Let's get into the sisters. LaTocha Scott dodges question about allegedly stealing her sister Tamika's money. No, well, I like to deal with things behind closed doors. Not no more.
Out. I love her, and I wouldn't want anybody else to talk about it, but we're going to make sure that we fix this with God's help for sure.
When you and Rocky stole my money, Mama didn't say nothing. Mama got quiet, just like she quiet now.
That's your sister Tamika, who has alleged that you and your husband, or husband more specifically, took some of her royalty money. Is that true?
No. Well, my thing is this. When it comes down to family, I like to keep things, we deal with it behind closed doors. And so that's what we do. My sister and I have been through a lot. And I'll say that when my father left, my sisters had issues with things in life. And so we've always tried to keep that to the side. Whenever she's confronted with anything, it's always this, and that, and it has nothing to do with anything.
That's just no sound. No sound. That is so weird. No sound. No sound. No sound. Okay, but y'all saying she took it. She took it. So then some of y'all was hearing. Okay, I can hear now. Okay, I'm confused. I don't know what that word. I don't know what that word. Okay, y'all saying no, I'm good. Okay. So she could have simply just answered the question. She did not. With her not answering the question, she took it. She took it. Well, I'm not gonna say just her husband. Because he more so the business handler, and y'all took that girl money, and that is messed up. It is. That it definitely is messed up, because LaTocha tries to go around and look like the victim. She always wants to go around making it look like what people are doing to her. No, LaTocha, you're dirty. Like, your hands are not clean, and you know that your hands are not clean. That's why you don't want to answer certain questions, because you don't want to incriminate yourself, because like you said, this is something that should happen behind closed doors, meaning like, I stole from you, as my sister. We're supposed to talk about this behind closed doors. Okay, so not only do you owe me money, I owe it to you to talk about this discreetly. Like, what? Like, you didn't even discreetly tell me you stole from me. I had to find that out elsewhere. I didn't find that out through you. And she didn't. Tamika didn't find that out through LaTocha. No, she did not. Her team figured it out. Like, that, they're taking money that belonged to you, because you're supposed to be, ... And instead, LaTocha said nothing. And she had to have known something, because her husband walking up whispering in her ear, and whatnot. Yeah, your husband clearly stole this money, and you didn't know at one point, and then you came to know that you became the node. And once you knowed, you never said anything to your sister, so you're just as guilty as your husband. You're not innocent. Like, that don't make you innocent because he did it. No, y'all did it. Like, as a collective, as a group. This was a group effort. So let's not do that. That's what that were. Y'all are dirty for what and this is your own sister that you are stealing from. So that's what I'm saying. There has to be some type of rivalry to make LaTocha feel like, maybe because she thinks that she's had more of a successful career, that she should gain more, that her voice was the main voice and one of the main voices in Xscape. So she's do more money, because they don't go by vocals a lot of the time. It goes by just what percentage that you get. So you could be doing all the work as the artist, that's why people always giving lead artist the flack, saying like, all they do is sing, all you do is hear them, you don't hear anybody else. All you hear is Beyonce, you don't hear anybody else. Well, Beyonce and the other girls are making the same amount of money. they're all getting the same cut. So it didn't matter in TLC that T-Boz and Chili pretty much did all of the singing. Left Eye was still getting that same cut. You know, now if you do more, you get more. You know, so if you like making beats and singing on them, you know, you make a little bit more. You know, if you write your own music, you make a little more. You know, but that's a separate situation. As a group performing, you have a cut, you have a percentage that you get. So if a club is saying, I'll pay you $1 million to have Destiny's Child here, that means that Destiny's Child, all 3 members with their percentage, have to split set money. It's not like we're going to pay Beyonce $2 million and then we're going to pay the group $1 million. No, it don't work like that. They come as a package deal. That's why Beyonce removed herself from it. That's why she ain't signed no more contracts, nothing. Beyonce got the hell out of Dodge because she already knew, like, I'm about to start an empire. Like, I ain't got time for that. So, again, they're doing all the work, but getting the same cut. They all get the same pay. So maybe LaTocha feels like because she did more work than Tamika that they shouldn't be getting the same amount. I should be making more than her anyway. Because, I mean, why would you take her money? Why wouldn't you just give it to her? I mean, it's your sister. So, and with Tamika saying that their mother always takes LaTocha's side, and then when that came up about LaTocha stealing her money, because again, LaTocha's always trying to be the victim, their mom got quiet. So yeah, their mother is very toxic. I'm like, girl, these are not children. And if you pay attention to the show, they act like little girls when it comes to their mom. Like when their mom is around and when their mom is involved, it's like tattletelling. Oh, mom, you always take her side. It's like you could tell that means your mom is toxic. She literally still treats y'all like kids. Like all of y'all are grown. Like mommy shouldn't even be coming up, you know? Like if you pay attention to the Braxton sisters dynamic, their mother treated them as adults. Tamar, the only one that really say mommy, but their mom, Evelyn, isn't like literally like toxic. You know, there's some things that she enabled as well, but still at the same time, like she treated all of her children like adults. You know, she let them all make their own decisions. When they were fighting and bickering, you know, and stuff like that, she knew how to end it. You know, she knew how to sit them down and be like, look, you know, type of situation, but still treat them as adult women throughout the process, not like little children. So, but with their dynamic, the Scott sisters, their mother's toxic because she still makes them, there's a lot of unresolved issues, you could tell, like lifelong, you know, that they have because they go right back into this like teenage type of mentality. So, y'all saying, y'all can y'all hear me? Because people in the chat, maybe they're coming from watching another part of the show. So, yeah, so you could tell it's very toxic. Because I'm just like, why does it matter that your mom didn't? Because why does it matter? Who cares if her mom got quiet? It's not her mom's business. Like, y'all are in the group together. It's y'all. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with her. It ain't got nothing to do with the mom. Like, the mom ain't stealing from nobody. Allegedly, LaTocha is. So, what's she coming up for at all? You know, how I'm looking at the situation. Like, what mommy? Like, what she got to do with anything? But they look for her approval. So it's just like Tamika, I feel, was saying that in a moment to where here's your opportunity to defend me against LaTocha because she stole from me. Because the last time this came up, you were quiet. So don't get quiet this time. Defend me because you know what happened. And then her mom gets quiet again. So that's how you can tell it's very toxic. You know, it's just like, this is gross. Like, why do y'all mom have so much power? Like, she shouldn't. Like, y'all are adult women. Like, you have her approval, or you should. Like, where's all of this I need your validation coming from? Because that's what Tamika was giving in that moment to me. Like, I need you to validate me in this moment and treat her how you treat me. You know, give her the energy you give me. How you so quick to jump and hop on her side, do that right now. Because she stole from me, that's wrong. You have no reason to defend her. Don't get quiet because you don't have a chance to do what you normally do, which is defend, because you can't defend that. Can't defend the thief. You know, so it's just like, what? Now, what now? Go ahead. Like, you have the floor. And then her mom got quiet. So I'm just like, gross. I'm like, gross. Like, that is so toxic. Because she should have just simply said, like, you know, y'all sisters need to work that out, or y'all need to talk about that. You know, they ain't got nothing to do with me. You know, I'm out. She didn't do that because she couldn't defend LaTocha. It's like, I don't know. But let's get into Tamika Scott. Believes sister LaTocha is being controlled by her husband. Never lose your identity over a man. Let me know if y'all can hear.
The problems we having. When I saw her sitting there like a deer in headlights, and he came and whispered in her ear to tell her what to say, to make up with her sister. That hurt. Never lose your identity because of a man or a woman. They asked, what is it going to take for her and I to, I guess, mend the problems we having? When I saw her sitting there like a deer in headlights, and he came and whispered in her ear to tell her what to say, to make up with her sister. That hurt. Never lose your identity because of a man or a woman.
So shout out to Tamika. I can completely get what she's saying, because you do have a lot of women out here like LaTocha that are very weak. And shout out to Red Raven. She says it's triggering because I've been Tamika. Hashtag no more. Yeah, shout out to you. Shout out to you. Thank you for the super sticker. I agree with her. I agree with everything that she said. And I think that it does. It sucks when somebody is weak like LaTocha Scott. And why I say weak like LaTocha Scott is because if you let someone direct everything in your life, then that means that you have no control over your life. If you're only making certain decisions, like what to wear, what to eat, you know, stuff like that, and every other decision that you have is being made by somebody else, you're giving them too much power and domain over you. So if anything happens, because life happens, nothing is set in stone. So just because you feel like you're going to be married forever, you just may not be. I mean, she was just having issues because men that are controlling like him always are having like affairs and stuff like that. They're so controlling so that they can control you around set other life, you know, that they are living. And what was it, just last year? It was that there was a mistress going around saying she had a baby by him. And all of that was very public and whatnot. And when that was going on, LaTocha still stuck by his side. She absolutely did. Public humiliation is what that was, because literally, like, she had receipts to prove that I have been seeing this man. And LaTocha knew about the woman prior to said information coming out. And she had a whole child. And all of that. So this is who is whispering in her ear, you know, the same man that is allegedly out here having babies on her, disrespecting their marriage by having affairs, and all of that. And then at the top, on top of that, controlling her and controlling the relationship dynamic that she has between her sister. Like, that's crazy. Like, for him to have to tell her what to say, and she literally pauses like, okay, this is like, girl, are you a robot? Like, that is embarrassing, if you ask me, because she is a grown woman. She should be able to answer questions on her own, have her own thought process, and have her own feelings, and be able to decide what is going to take for her and her sister to fix what may be broken. He don't have no say in that, especially stealing from the sister. You don't have no say in that. Like, are you serious? Like, you have no say. Like, this is the same man whispering in her ear that is going around having babies and all of this on this woman. And she loyal like a dog, loyal like a golden retriever to a person that is like literally taking her through all type of stuff. And LaTocha's not stupid. She's not. You have women out there that are weak, you know, that will rather ignore and avoid because they live a certain lifestyle. Like, I would rather keep this lifestyle. It's not worth going back out there. So you'll let a person run all over you. Absolutely. You will let them emotionally and mentally, abuse you. Because it's all type of levels to where you will literally let a man do anything, as long as this don't change. As long as he don't stay out there, and stuff like that. That is a lot of pain you are taking yourself through, and you just keep suppressing it. So it's abuse. It really is. So, and she just keeps suppressing it, and just literally, he's stealing from her sister. She knows it, so she suppresses it. She just let him. Like he can do whatever he wants as long as this don't change. As long as he stay here and take care of his family like he's supposed to do, whatever he do out there ain't my business. I feel like that's how she looks at it, because ain't nobody stealing, especially from my damn family. Like, I'm not letting that happen, because it's a different type of betrayal. It's a different type of hurt, that a person feels, because you just know your family got your best interest, at the end of the day. Like, they're going to look out for you because you would do the same thing. And I think why Tamika's so hurt is because she would not have stole from LaTocha. She wouldn't have did that. So I think that's why it hurts her, because, like, I don't give a damn what we go through. You as my sister, I would not have stole from you. Like, I ain't never felt that ill will towards you to where I'm not gonna make sure you get your just due. I would not do that to you, because we family. So, and for her sisters to do it, I think it showed Tamika a different side of LaTocha, that she didn't think was there. These were the same girls that was jumping group members in the studio over each other, from back in the day. So that's how a lot has changed, between them. And stealing from your family can definitely do that. That's why you don't do business with family. This is why it's something that you just try your hardest not to do. Some family members can do business together, but not everyone. It's not for everyone. And clearly it's not for them, because look what happened. And it is enough to rip you apart. It is. It's unfortunate. This industry is wicked. It has a way of destroying families. It sure does. So I 100% agree with Tamika when she says never lose yourself in a man or a woman, because it's not worth it. And because this is what happens. You become like her, like robotic, to where you're no longer living, you're existing. So LaTocha gives existence, not living. I think that LaTocha, she needs to make things right. And I think that's why her career has never really popped, why it has never really went the way she's planned or wanted it to go, because of you've done a lot of dirt. Like you aren't okay. Tasha, it's something with you, because every time she try to do something, it flops. Tasha does not do anything successfully without Xscape. And that's just the truth. Because LaTocha, even back in the day, tried to leave Xscape and do her own album, and all of that. And it flopped. It was shelved. It flopped. She did singles after that. Flopped. So it's just, she even did features. Flops. They're flops. She hasn't had luck after. So I believe that she has a lot of really bad karma from things that she did, because I feel like she was ruthless back in the day. She thought that, I'm the group. I am Xscape. Without me, there is no group. And even tried to vacate the group multiple times, abandon the group, to go and do her thing, because she felt like she was this and that. And God showed her, because it wasn't successful. Nothing popped. Nothing. It just was kind of a waste of time. So yeah, and she always says that my album was shelved. Why though? Remember, you were in Xscape at the time, one of the hottest female groups out. Why did they shelve it? So shelved for a reason. Like, girl, please, like, stop it. You belting it out like that, number one singles. You stay on the top of the Hot 100 charts of R&B and all of that, like Soul Train Awards, and all type of BET Awards. Like, y'all, they won on top of awards and stuff, and it's like, girl, if you're not working out, it's for a reason, because Beyonce had that problem. Move right along. So Kandi didn't have that problem. Tiny didn't have that problem. They all were doing their thing. But her, unfortunately, Not so much. But let's keep going. Oh, wherever to listen. Okay, we just listened to that. Let's keep going. Let's get messy. Let's get messy, girl. So let's get messy. So, Kandi Burris. Kandi International Airport Burris. Okay? All right. Now, there was this argument going on the show. Who should headline? Should it be SWV or Xscape? Okay? That was a big argument online about this. And then they had an argument about it on the show as well. The groups SWV and Xscape. They all had, some smoke about it as well on the show. So I personally feel that, of course, SWV should headline because they are a successful group that is still actually together. Xscape only gets together to go on tour. They're not getting together making albums. They're not getting together doing movies. They're not getting together doing writing. They're not doing any of that. They're just getting back together, singing the same old music, belting out the same old notes. Kandi still yodeling with them big ass teeth, and all of that. It's just like it's the same thing. Or Tiny or Till or Tamika. Y'all know she's still sitting over there, girl, getting never should have kissed you. So it's the same mode two-step. We in the club doing the same mode two-step. Like it's just like, girl, it's the same thing over and over and over and over. How many tours y'all gonna go on to sing Understanding It Tonight? And Kandi yodel that Still the Truth I Can't Reveal. Because it sounds horrible, girl. I'm just like, Kandi, that note. Just get up there and say, still the truth I can read. Then. And then just move on, girl. Because it's that yodel is horrible. Horrific. So now Kandi, Decatur, College Park, International Airport Burris decided to chime in, and nobody asked her nothing in this damn dungeon. But she said, we may not have been the headliners in the 90s, but we have been for the past 6 years since we reunited. Y'all hear that? Reunited mean we was broke the hell up. Unlike the group SWV that was still touring because they were still together. Okay? Todd wife. And respectfully, they've opened for us multiple times already. Jagged Edge opened up for y'all too, and you was sleeping with Brandon and his brother. What about it? What about it? What about it? Like either way it goes, like they're still more successful than you, and y'all still open up for people. Like I don't understand why y'all would be headlining either. SWV's music is 10 times more classical, and on top of it being 10 times more classical, they have more hits than you. That is why they should be headlining. They have a bigger catalog. Y'all literally got to sing that song from the Mass soundtrack. Love. I'm like, is they really singing that? I said, ooh, girl. Ooh, it's paid, Lord. Ooh, it's paid. I said, yeah, SWV got way more hits than y'all. I said, yeah, you tried it. That's why they should tour. Absolutely, because their music is better than yours. Yeah. Yeah, we love Xscape. Xscape, great group. But SWV, one with them having more hits than you. All of them very so much Black, melanated women that are normally ignored, have more hits than you, bright light bitches. So it doesn't matter. I'm like, girl. Yeah, they should headline because they have more hits. Not because, girl, we don't care. Kandi. Yeah, we don't care. Why them restaurants about to close? Talk about that. Talk about why it's still floating in the water. Talk about that. Girl, you tried it. So I'm just like, yeah, no. You and them teeth. The reason why They should headline because they have more hits than you. Boom. And you're upset. You're mad. And their music is classical music. Classical music. Y'all ignorant as hell in front of the microphones. Especially Tamika. Or Harris. Especially Tiny. Y'all ignorant as hell in front of them damn microphones. All of y'all. Yes. Dropouts in front of a microphone. That's not the way it should be. You should me, girl. Ignorant as hell in front of the microphones. So, what about it? Coco was not. We understand every word. Can't explain why you love it makes me weak. I get that. How can we communicate? I said, how do you communicate? That's why you ain't getting it now, because he don't understand you. You're ignorant. So, yeah, what about it? A bunch of dropouts in front of the microphones. Beautiful voices. Or you think Kandi wrote Scrubs? Was it like a 5-letter word? 4-letter word? Like what? 5-letter word? She wrote no song called Encyclopedia. A scrub is a guy that thinks he's fine, and this all basic words. Like, girl. So, I think that SWV deserves the headline because, again, hits, timeless music. Timeless music. Xscape, again, they could not do another tour, and people will be completely fine with that. I mean, we wasn't looking for them. We still looking for Destiny's Child. Hell, 3LW. Prometheus. We still look for groups like that. Like, y'all been got back together. Like, it's not the first time y'all did it should have been the last time y'all did it. Like, it's just like, y'all keep doing it over and over and over. It's like, girl, we don't care. Some of y'all need some money. Some of y'all is broke. Because for y'all to keep on going on tour, why? Why? Kandi, the only reason why you feel like y'all should headline is because you got the show, all y'all on Bravo. This is not Atlanta Housewives. Girl, you're annoying. Because you could be off that too. I don't know why they won't boot her and put Tamar on there. Like, yeah, Kandi is boring. Girl, she's boring. If somebody has to say something to you for you to become entertaining, move around. All her and Todd do is complain about time, never having enough time for each other. Did nobody tell y'all to buy another damn baby when that damn child, Ace, was still a baby? He's still a child. He done seen Kandi 4 times since birth. But let's buy another one. I'm just like, girl. This other baby over here calling Riley mom on accident. He's walking the room talking about some Riley. Girl. She done seen that baby after birth when it came home and on the 2nd birthday and on the 4th. But talking about let's have another baby. Like, girl, this one up in here ignored as hell. He's sitting over here deprived. Done turned Todd into a super dad. I said it. So it's just like, girl, like, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not do it, because all your shows is boring, Kandi. That's why y'all had to add SWV, because they is more interested in you. My girl Coco, love her. It's my girl. Then my girl, what's her name? Taj. Ooh, that's my girl. Ooh, that's my girl, y'all. And what's the other one name with the hard face? Ooh, that's my girl. Sue, I love her. Oh, that's my girl. Oh, that's my girl. What's the one with the hard face? What's my girl name? Y'all know the one with the real. She sang that one time on that one SWV song. It wasn't long. They gave her a little piece. Oh no, Todd is the one with the hard face. Lele is my girl. I got them mixed up. Ooh, Taj. Ooh, no. Lele is my girl. That's my girl. I love Lele. I want to hang out with Lele. Lele, let's be friends. Like, let's be friends. I love you. I love your whole vibe. I love Coco. Now, Taj with the hard face, girl, I don't know. Y'all look like all y'all do is eat like oats, you know, and stuff over there. Your child is super stacked and all of that. Girl, y'all too big over there, girl. Your husband big as hell. Y'all scary. Okay? Y'all, the Incredibles. The Incredibles is what they is giving y'all. Nah, that's why Todd's face hug, because she's so damn strong. I said, what do you call those muscles in your face? How do you achieve that? It's like she bench presses with her nose. I'm like, what is going on over there? I'm like, why y'all so damn strong? I'm scared of her. Roar! Like, that's what she gives. Oh, lift this whole fucking table right now. Like, that's what she gives. Oh my word. I love her. The beautiful smile, beautiful woman. But at the same time, caveman. They strong. Like, it's scary. Girl, I don't like it. Yes, an Amazonian girl. Girl, I don't like it. I'm afraid. Girl, I'm scared of her. I can see her like chasing me down with her hair flying. I can say, like, no. Who I'm scared. Ooh, God, no. So it's just like, ooh, she's too big, Lord. Lord, she's strong, Lord. You did that. So it's just like, y'all, yes, warrior queen. Yes. Shout out to Taj. I love you. Oh, God. Oh, God. So, shout out to her. I said, ooh, this is a big ass family, Lord. I said, ooh, girl. I'll be quiet over their house. I'm gonna do whatever they say. Now that's who whisper in my ear. I'm just gonna listen. Taj whisper in my ear. She tell me to do anything, I'm gonna do it. Okay. Like, yeah, cause so shout out to Taj. That's my girl. That's my girl. Taj is beautiful. Ain't nobody hating on her. Oh my God, look, go ahead. Look. Oh, we gotta cancel Shine. No one is off limits, okay? Well, we do our hot topics, okay? That's what that word. But that's my girl. That is my girl. I love SWV, yo. All of them. I do, but Lele is my girl. Lele is my girl. And I love Coco. I love Coco too. I love Taj. I do, but she slept with a whole bunch of people. Not like a whole bunch of people. But girl, she slept with the managers or something like that. Taj, girl, I don't know. So girl, but I like her. Hair flip. Y'all said they disbanded shortly after. It don't matter. They lasted, and they had way more hits than Xscape. Xscape hits was acknowledged by the hood. You know, they weren't winning Grammys and all of that. She tall. I didn't know that she was tall. I've never seen her. I don't know she was tall. I never said that's a huge. I didn't say that. I didn't say that's a huge. I didn't say that. Girl, I didn't say that. Girl, I didn't know she was tall. I don't know if that's what that word. Girl. So, but no, I love her. I love all of the members of the group, not Xscape. But yes, I love. So yeah, shout out to Kandi for being stupid. Yeah, girl, we're sick of you, girl. Girl, we're sick of you, girl. But let's keep going. So, Oink Oink Harris, absolutely. So, of course, Oink Oink had to jump in on the fun, okay? Now, or Tiny, until the Crime Stopper himself, wife, decided to come forward and say something herself. She said, and then she said, And then she said, that's what she said. Y'all is welcome. Y'all is welcome. That's what she said. Like, what? Okay? That's what that word. She said, and then she said, this is the second part right here. The first letter starts with a B as in boy. Okay, so y'all can learn y'all snouts. You guys are welcome. It's okay. And then she says, yes. It's pig Latin. Y'all know pig Latin? Oh, some babies up in here. Oh, for the babies. Oh, it's pig Latin. It's pig Latin. That's what that word. A little pig Latin, a little piece. Pig Latin. So what? Like what? I don't like her. I don't never should have kissed you. I don't like her. Okay. So no, I don't like her. Whatever. I don't like her. Whatever. Oh well, I'll tell it to her face. Okay, I'll tell it to her 4-foot face. So that's what that word. So she just had to jump in when nobody talking to her. Ain't nobody at the farm. Ain't nobody at the farm. No one is at the farm. But a girl, she just had to open up her snout. I'm like, oh Madonna, Shawty be clear. Shawty, come get your wife. Come get this pig. So my girl. And so she said, to be clear, we love SWV as much as all you. Wait, as much you all do. What? Oh, did ignorant on the track. Ignorant on the track. She said, we love SWV as much as y'all do. What? As much as you all do, girl, you're lying. Girl, it's lying all up in your throat. Girl, it's lying on your throat. It's all, okay? All right? Okay. And then, okay, she said, but business is business. Shut up. So, she says, I ain't never been ahead. So you like Bernice Bugos? Moving right along. So, and then she says, but I always been bot business. She said bot. Yeah, she said bot. Mm-hmm. We got him. She said been bot. She said been bot. Girl. She said I always been bot. Them fight words. Them, that's what that word. So Oink Oink Harrison jumped in here just to talk, and we don't care. Okay, we don't really like you. Girl, your daughter said that you go everywhere tip go. That when old McDonald leave, you leave too. Girl, go talk to your daughter about that. But I said you over here. You over here. It's just like, girl, ew. Like, ain't nobody talking to you. Like, girl, we said SWV. We ain't say nothing about 3 little pigs. We ain't say nothing about that. We ain't say nothing about. So look now, this pig out here loose. Come get this guinea pig. Come get this damn guinea pig. She out here running amok. You better get him for animal control, dude. You better get him for animal control, dude, girl. So, girl. So move right along because we don't care nothing about what she had to say. Then she said over here, y'all, look. She said, Grim. And that's what that word is, guinea pigs out here. So she said, I sold 30 million records, takes me out every time. You did not. TLC did that. What? You? Shut up, Tiny. Shut up. You ain't never sold 30 million records. It ain't nothing that say 30 million records sold with a pig on it. Girl, ain't that much plastic surgery on no damn 30 million records nowhere but Michael Jackson, girl. I said, no, she didn't say 30 million. Stop it. Don't you ever take credit for what TLC did again in your damn life. Take credit for writing a song or two. That's about it. But you don't get to, you didn't perform it. You didn't do none of that. You didn't do nothing that took to actually sell the song. So, girl, have a seat. Here, flip. I'm like, no, she did not. Not 30 million. Girl, yeah, you ain't never did that. So you can't throw no shade or nothing. Like you've never done it. TLC has. Oh, you're mad. Oh, you're mad. Oh, you're mad. You just realize that they have more everything than y'all. They've sold more. They have more hits. Like everything. They have more than you. But y'all want to be bigger than them. No, they're bigger than you. So it really don't matter where you place them. They're still a bigger artist. It doesn't matter. It don't matter if Usher is opening up for Jacquees or Jacquees. Usher's still legendary. He's still bigger than him. Like, it doesn't matter where you place him in the lineup. He's going to come out victorious every time. Because if performances are going to be talked about after, Usher's is going to be talked about for being phenomenal. Usher be on the stage, roller skating on the TV. Usher be literally skating by you bitches. Like, Usher don't. The talent is there. Like, I mean, he's a legend. So, it doesn't matter where you put him. You know, he's gonna win. You know, performance-wise and singing, the boy's incredible. So, yeah, he's great. Doesn't matter where you put him. Same thing with Chris Brown. Great performer, great singer. No matter where you put him, he's still going to show up and show out, regardless of how they're looked at. Talent-wise, they have it. They have the it factor. So, and SWV definitely has that. I feel like this. If you put a mixture of people in a room, right, and you played an SWV song, you're going to get a higher percentage of people that are going to know their songs over Xscape's. It's just how I feel. Even with new artists coming up recreating, there's been a lot of SWV songs recreated and remixed and, you know, and whatnot. There's been a lot of it. So you're going to know SWV over Xscape any day. And like I said, you can put a mixture of people in the room, races, nationalities, all of that. And it's going to be a higher probability that they know a SWV song before they know an Xscape one. So that's just how I'm saying. That's how you know when you're a big, you know, artist, you know. You put certain people in the room, certain people gonna know Glorilla. But if you play Nicki Minaj, that's how I'm saying all of them gonna know it because she's universal. You know, she appeals to everyone, not just certain audiences. They're not like considered underground. Xscape was considered more of like the people's champ, you know, underground. SWV was all in your face. Working with Michael Jackson, you know, they were boom in your face. Free Willy was one of the biggest movies back then, and they're one of the leading singles on the soundtrack. And when they were big, you know, SWV, like huge group, huge. I don't feel like Xscape compares. I really don't. Love Xscape, great group, great voices, but when it comes to the talent, SWV wins, like hands down. Beautiful melodies, wonderful songs, classical music, historical music that they have made. That their music will live on and on and on and on and on and on. I mean, it literally will. On and on and on and on and on. I feel like Xscapes will live, but it's not going to be a bigger sound than SWV. SWV will always be the bigger group. Like they it's just true. I mean, it's not even hating, like it's the truth. You know, they've always been the bigger group. Like they were mainstream. They weren't like a hidden treasure, because that's how Xscape felt. I mean, that's like, if you go back and look, now Xscape was out, but SWV was out. You know, their videos were more thought out. They had a bigger budget. They got more rotation. They were just a bigger group. That's true. All of the songs that I know of SWV was not because I bought albums. It's because they were played around me. You know, growing up, I know no different than Xscape. Same thing. I didn't buy their albums, you know, or anything like that. I was little. I was a kid, you know, but I heard the music all the time. It was all, so they were big. So I knew all of SWV's music, especially Weak. Are you kidding me? Weak, massive, massive. There's no song Xscape ever came out with that will compare to the song Weak. How big that song was and still is to this day. Xscape has never had a week. They've never had that. Although Understanding is close. And Tonight maybe close up and comers, but Weak hit. Undeniable hit. Even if you don't like the group, hit. That is a hit song. Okay? They don't have a song that is near that. Sorry, Xscape. Sorry. Like, y'all cool and everything. Don't get me wrong. Great women, great group, great sounds, beautiful voices, hits. They definitely had. To us, though, you know, they were the people's champ. They never spent nothing at the top weeks of no, but SWV did. They absolutely did. So yeah, I'm sorry. SWV is the bigger group. Like they're historical. And Xscape's a close second. Xscape's a close second. You know what? Like, no. Even the song Rain, that was an unexpected hit. And it was still a hit. Still a hit. Literally, go pay attention to the video. So cheap. You know, they just threw that together. It was like a $12 video. Coco sitting in the back of a car, looking out the window. The other one standing outside with an umbrella. You can tell they just threw that together real quick to keep the momentum going, because they were hit right away. You know, they were big. You know, so yeah. So they just threw that video together. Hurry up, just keep their traction going. You know, type of situation, because they were big and unexpectedly. It was just like, oh wow, they really liked them. Okay, let's go. Look at throw another track and put them in. Hurry up, get a video shot. Send it over here to us. We're gonna see y'all on the press tour. You know, so yeah. That video was $11, $11.50. And that was just to rent the camera, because that could have been anybody's car. And she was sitting in the back. So it's very cheap, very quick, unexpected, and it was still a hit. You know, so it's just like, yeah, sorry. Shout out to SWV, because I think that they're always going to deserve to headline any 90s group, like, because they crushed it. Like, they did what a lot of other groups couldn't do, which was survive. And they did. So shout out to them. Shout out to SWV. So let's move on, because I have to get out of here. What's next? Well, we pretty much got all of our topics. So I'm proud of myself. So now this is funny. So Tamar confirmed on Watch What Happens Live that Kandi and Todd were the ones who allegedly threatened her a few months ago. She says that the fact that Kandi and Todd wanted to fight me. Now, I'm all for Kandi wanting to hit her in the nose. I'm all for that. I'm all for Kandi wanting to snatch Tamar up and throw her in some bushes. Because Tamar, you do have a mouth. You do. You do. You do have a mouth on you. You absolutely, just like what people mean, like they want to wrap me up and throw me in the bushes. They're not. But I can understand why they would want to. You're not, though. Oh, you're mad. Oh, you're mad. Oh, you're upset. They're not going to, though. So, but I would understand. I'll be over here running this mouth. So I can totally get it. Completely understand. But you, Tamar, you have a mouth on you. You do. God rest my girl Tracy's soul. But that episode when Tracy wanted to snatch Tamar up from that table, I wanted her to so bad. Because Tamar used to poke and poke and poke at Tracy. She always did. Okay? I didn't like it. I didn't like it. And I wanted Mama Evelyn to say something about it. Because I'm like, Mama Evelyn, why you see everything but this? Why you see everything but this? Because you be babying Tamar. Like you absolutely do. But I understood when Tracy wanted to snatch her up from that table. Totally get it. Even when the whole, with the whole Elanya piece, she wanted to snatch her up then too. I'm like, I get this. I get this. I get this. I totally get this energy. There were certain things that allegedly happened, to the sisters when they were growing up by men that were around them. Completely understandable. But Tamar was so key about everything. It's like Tamar was fine excusing because she was hurt, coming up and the reason to why she gets to be evil towards people. Because Tamar is a selfish person. She definitely is. Andrea, shout out to Andrea. She says, Happy Monday, Sean, beautiful mods and people who don't slap Tamar. Shout out to Andrea. From what it seems, Todd and Kandi wanted to put straight hands on Tamar. So that's what I'm saying. I completely get it. But I think that Tamar used her trauma coming up as a way of being excused, for bad behavior. How when she treats people badly, when she closes people off, when she ignores people, when she's not there for them, when she's closed-minded, all of those things. I just feel like Tamar does not take accountability for her actions. It's always someone else's fault. So instead of her just apologizing to Tracy and whatnot, she has to come up with her trauma. Like, well, you know what happened to me, and Tamar, no. Once I did hear Tamar talk, it did help me understand her, because I'll say this. Tamar, I'm going to make sure I say this correctly. Tamar feels like what happened to her when she was coming up was because she was abandoned by her sisters. I feel like because she's being the youngest, that her sisters abandoned her by moving on with their lives and certain things going on in their, a lot of careers and, singing background for Tony and, and all that stuff early on. And Tamar being the youngest, not being able to necessarily join. And if so, just at certain times, and stuff like that. I feel like, she holds animosity towards her sisters. Like, y'all left me, y'all kind of bounced and allowed these things to happen to me, type of situation. So instead of expressing that to the sisters, she kind of just made things worse, I feel, by isolating them at times. Because Tamar's success to me is more so of a get back, at her sisters, especially Tony. I feel like Tamar always wanted a music career to prove Tony wrong, to prove the other sisters wrong. And not that Tamar doesn't have talent, no, that she's not the star of the family. And that's why when Tamar got her spinoff, and all that with the all of that stuff, she being a very selfish person. at those times because she felt like she's getting her just due. I've always been the star. I've always been this person in the family. You know, Toni Braxton may be a living legend, but I'm Tamar Braxton, the original star. Like, I'm the actual star of the family. That's why she never butted heads with Toni, because she wanted to be aligned with her, because Toni is a legend. She can't take it away from her. So since she can't, she unites with it and feels like you and I, you know, are really too good to be doing a show with them. Like, they're not doing nothing with their life. They don't want to do nothing. Trina and Gabe, blah, blah, blah. Or Tawanda and that Manny she got over there. And or Trina, just weird. Bobbing for apples in parking lots, you know, and all of that girl. That they're weird. They're weird. You and I are the success. Okay? Is what she always gave. You know, Tracy over there in that endless marriage, you know, and whatnot, girl, stuck and trapped. She don't want to sing. She don't want to do nothing. Girl, we are the stars. Okay, so we have to stick together, is what Tamar always gave me. That her and Toni never had any issues. Like, they were always fine. But Tamar always had a problem with every other sister. I'm like, why is that? Why don't you never have a problem with Toni? You hang out with Toni more than anybody besides Tawanda. I'm like, you hang out with her more than anyone. Like, what if anybody should be butt heads, is usually people that a lot of togetherness, not ones that rarely ever see each other. So it's like with Tamar, she rarely saw the other sisters. Why is there a problem? Because she felt like she was better than them. She's always felt that way. Like, y'all are the like, I love y'all and everything, but girl, y'all trash. It's like how I feel like Tamar always kind of like looked at them. And I feel like Tracy always felt that, you know, like, you look down on me, you know, and I'm your sister. You know, it's like, I don't feel that way about you. You know, like, I accept you for who you are. You know, what Tamar being married to Vince, you know, the big house and, you know, and all of this stuff. I feel like Tracy always felt that, because you can feel that when you're around certain people and they literally feel like they're better than you. You know, like, you're like, ill, like, don't want to touch nothing you touch. You know, come into your house questioning you about certain things and other, because that's what Tamar gives. I married Vince, you know, all of this stuff. I have the home, I have the this, I have the that. Like, I'm better than y'all. Like, I'm better than you. It's like, and it's like, we shouldn't feel nothing like that at all. Like, yeah, you may have more like materialistic things than me, but I'm your sister. Like, how are you looking down upon me? Like, you my little sister, you know, at that. You know, so that could be a lot of tension there. And that's why I feel like it always was. That's why I love Tracy. Like, I rest her soul, because Tracy was the realest one out of all of them. Tracy, you know, expressed her emotions like she didn't care to tell a person how she felt. So I love that about her. She's very honest. And even when she didn't want to be, sometimes she was too honest. But yeah, I really love Tracy, and she wasn't gonna let nobody treat her no type of way. So she would check Tamar and at the gate and be like, look, that's why they have so much tension. So that's why I say Tamar used her trauma to me as an excuse. Like, you don't get to use what happened to you, especially if the person that you're having this animosity with had nothing to do with it. So Tracy had nothing to do with what happened to Tamar when she was coming up. What is the problem here? But we get into it, and this is what you bring up. Like, no. What's going on between us as sisters is the problem. And Tracy would basically say, like, you know, she got her nose in the air. Every time I'm around her, she, you know, type of, you can feel it. So it was a lot of tension when Tamar and Tracy would be around each other, because Tracy would be 5 seconds from snatching Tamar up. From snatching Tamar up, because she's not acting like a sister. She treat me like I'm an aunt. She treat me like I'm not even her family. And just because you get along with your siblings, everybody not like that. Some siblings will literally hurt each other. Like, they will argue and say harsh things to each other. You know, now you may not be that way. You may have had little tiffs, you know, with yours, but being able to get over it. It's some people, no different than LaTocha and Tamika Scott. Some things are just hard to get over. And yeah, I definitely feel that with Tamar. So I don't know, I just feel like Tamar's fake. I've always said that about her. She is. She's fake. So, but I like her. I do like her. Great songstress, but she's fake. Like, girl, just tell the truth. You feel like you're better than all of them, except for Tony, and only because Tony's a legend. That's the only reason why she gives Tony that respect. Other than that, those sisters, like, she loves her sisters. I do think Tamar loves her sisters, but she looks like, I feel like she feels like they're beneath her because she has more. Some reason she seems to land on her feet, and since they don't, it's just kind of just like, ugh, you know, like she only want to deal. Shout out to Justice T Police. She says, "Sean, I follow you because you always break things down. Plus, you have so much compassion." Shout out to you, Justice T. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Genesis, talking to Island. Shout out to Island. Brenda says, absolutely, especially when you have a lot of personalities clash. Yeah, they absolutely do. Like, no one expects perfection. You know, people are going to argue, they're going to fight, they're going to tussle. You know, it's a part of life. But, you know, as family, it doesn't have to get as bad as they let it get. Like, they let it get really bad. So it's just like, fix it. And yeah. Shout out to Just Out Here Trying to Get It. It says, no, Tamar real and don't care what she say much. Okay. Yeah, okay. It is women coming forth saying that she is chaotic and drama, but okay. Yes, Tamar talked about all of their husbands when she was using hers and didn't even want her. Right. She talked about them like a dog instead of supporting her sisters, going through divorces and stuff like that. I told you so, and and all of that stuff. That's why when her and Vince got divorced and was separated and whatnot, she didn't even tell the family. She didn't even tell them. Why not? You talked about everybody else like a dog when they got divorced. But it's a secret. It's a secret. Why is it a secret? I'm like, that's weird. Because you talk about the other sisters like a dog, especially Trina. She talked about Trina like a dog. Shout out to K-Bark. She says, Mama Evelyn, Mama G, though. Yeah, I love Mama Evelyn. That's my girl. I love her. I do. But she a little peaceful. Yeah, she was embarrassed. She don't think her sisters was embarrassed, though, when they lost their marriages? That's why I said that's weird. Because divorce is not an easy thing for no one. So just because you dislike a person don't mean that person didn't love that person. And sometimes people just want to be heard, not judged, So if you don't like that person and your sister's really hurting, but doesn't want to let it show that she's hurting, just suppressing it, and trying to move on with her day, you're never going to know that if you're sitting there bad-mouthing that person because it's expected. So it ain't like your sister going, but she could really be hurting and you have no idea because you're so gung-ho on saying, I told you so because you didn't like that person. Like, gross. I'm just like, yeah. Okay. And this is why people don't tell people stuff and why people bottle things up and they be like, oh, well, all she had to do was tell me we're sisters. Well, if she felt that she could without judgment, she would. But if she felt like you gonna judge her and she's embarrassed by said information, why would she tell you? If you're embarrassed about something, you're really going to want to talk to somebody that understands you or is willing to understand you and hear you out. Not somebody that's going to judge you, and make you feel bad, about what. I just feel like that's trash. Yeah, she did. She did. Girl, she dog Trina. She dog Trina. Like, I'm like, girl, she getting divorced. Like, gross. Like, have some sympathy right now. Empathize with her because you're married. So if this was happening to you, is this how you will want Trina to sit down with you? Like, yeah, Vince is gone. Yeah. Like, it's just like, is that what you would want? Like, I told you, girl. Like, is that what you would want to hear? Or would you rather hear somebody say, I'm sorry? I'm sorry that happened. Y'all sure? Like, this really, like, would you want understanding? Or would you want somebody like, because I'm like, Tamar's trash. She was trash for that. So I said, Tamar's very fake. She absolutely is, because that's fake. You can sit there and I told you so to somebody else that's getting a divorce, but you have one and it's a secret and everybody needs to respect the process. But you do none of those things. When Tawanda got divorced, Tamar was happy. She was excited. I'm like, girl, what is your problem? It's like she liked seeing her sisters hurt. It's weird. I was just like, that That's nothing to be gloating about. Like, we are weird. So I'm just like, but yeah, that's how you can tell she's toxic. Doesn't like Tamar is evil. Tamar is not who people think she is. I'm telling you. Tamar, I'm telling you. But anyways, so now I'm cool with Kandi wanting to put her hands on Tamar, but I'm not feeling this whole Todd thing. But let's listen. Wait, where is it? Okay, this is her post. Now let's get into the video. I think I have the video. Yeah, here it is.
Hi, Andy, and hi, ladies. Our question is, who is the Atlanta housewife that you hinted about having beef with on Instagram, saying her and her husband threatened you?
People think it was Eva.
No, it was not.
I know who it is.
It was not, and it really did happen. I'm not lying. Like, I'm not looking for attention or drama or anything like that.
Right.
But that really did happen. It was not cute. No,
Was she a full housewife?
She's a full house. Oh my God.
It's not Kandi.
Ooh. Oh my lamb.
I thought you and Kandi mended everything after Big Brother.
I thought so too. I had no idea.
Wow. Okay.
I'll tell you the story later. Oh.
Hi, Tamar. Hi, Andy, and hi, ladies. Our question is, who is the Atlanta housewife that you hinted about having beef with on Instagram, saying her and her husband threatened you?
People think it was Eva.
No, it was not.
I know who it is.
It was not, and it really did happen. I'm not lying. Like, I'm not looking for attention or drama or anything like that.
Right.
But that really did happen. It was not cute. No,
Was she a full housewife?
She's a full house. Oh my God.
It's not Kandi.
Ooh. Oh my lamb.
I thought you and Kandi mended everything after Big Brother.
I thought so too. I had no idea.
Wow. Okay.
I'll tell you the story later. Oh.
Hi, Tamar.
So they threatened her. Now, again, like I said, I could see Kandi doing that because Tamar, that mouth. But Todd, I don't know why he would be getting in it. I just find that weird. What are you getting in it for? Like what? Like what are you getting in it for? Let the ladies deal with what they need to deal with. Okay. Okay, I don't see how men like could do like, because even when I was in a relationship with a woman, if she, I would let her take care of her stuff. Like I mean, her and another woman, that between y'all. That between y'all. Okay. Now when they start saying my name and all of that, okay, that's why I'm just like, oh, you know, I'm gonna have to come in there and, you know, like, look, keep my name out your mouth. You don't say something like that, but I feel like there's no reason to be. What's you threatening women for? Like what? That's what I can understand. Kandi. That's a whole female on female, cool. But Todd, you threatening women? Like, what are you threatening women for? Like, that is weird. Let's go to what Tamar had posted after, because she had posted some things after this, or because of course, you know, Kandi with the teeth. Kandi International Airport Burris. Kandi Decatur College Park Burris had to say something. You know, she won't. Oops, I keep clicking the same one. Sorry. You know, she wasn't gonna be able to rest until she came to defend Todrick. Now, Tamar Braxton confirmed on Watch What Happens Live that Kandi and Todd were the ones who allegedly threatened her. Kandi and Todd, not just Kandi. Her a few months ago, the fact that Kandi and Todd wanted to fight me. Now let's get into it. She says, before y'all start, I left the situation alone. Okay, but the fact is, Kandi and Todd wanted to fight me, period. There was witnesses, and Junior came to the next show to check Todd, and she nor he won't address it, because how do you defend that? The facts are the facts, though. I'm off of it. Hashtag changed. Now, you see what I mean about why folk Tamar is fake. They won't address it because, no, you don't get to state why they won't address it. That's weird. That's weird. No, you don't get to say that. They'll address it. Kandi addresses everything. She's weak. Like it's like she can't help it. Like she's weak to being quiet. You know, like a lot of these other celebrities suffer from that. They're too weak. Like they just gotta say something. You know, just shut your mouth. Like who cares? But you don't get to run your mouth and backtrack at the same time. That's what I don't like about Tamar. Like that's fake to me. All you have to say is they tried to fight me. There's witnesses. Blah blah blah. Period. Moving along. And they want to address it because they're like, girl, quit with the antics, girl. Like, now we trying to defend you. But it's like at the same time, you be very passive aggressive. I'm just like, girl, like cut it out. Just tell us what happened. So let's get into her story. So she made this post a few months ago. I got a story. Y'all want to hear about it? And then she said, I was threatened by a peach and they man. So, and this was months ago. So that's what I'm saying. There is validity to what Tamar is saying. She says, I feel like if I did what they did, they would have told the world. But because they don't want y'all to know, they are as people effed up. I'm assuming she said, they are as people and city officials, they ain't said ish. And then she said, it's beef and it's a real beef because your husband stepped to me, period. Merry Christmas. So this was around December. Absolutely. So this may have happened. Like I said, I don't know. Because it happened a few months back, so she could be telling the truth. That's all I'm saying. I do believe that, you know, maybe Todd did step to her. I don't know why. I mean, he's stepping to a woman. I'm just confused by that. I'm just like, well, what happened so that Todd would step to you? It's feeling like Tamar ain't telling the whole story. Because what if Tamar has something to do with her and he stepped to Todd, or you know, or Kandi, or Tamar was trying to step to Kandi, and Kandi stepped to Tamar, and then Todd walked up or approached, and then whatever male was with Tamar approached. And he could have exchanged words with, oh boy, walked up on him. Who knows? So, because she ain't told the story. So, but if Todd approached her in any way aggressively, that's weird. That's weird. And he is a simp for that. Because what you approaching women for? Like, back up. If she approached her wife, that's between them. Kandi got a mouth on her too. So, yeah, that's usually why people get beat up. For the things that they say. A lot of times it'll be the things that they do. It'll be the things they say. They get them hit in the mouth, or swung across that couch, or drink through across the room. Sometimes it's just things you say. Usually. I mean, you usually don't have nothing to do with what you did because social media, you know. So, Todd is weak if he approached Tamar, but hopefully she tell the story because, I mean, the jury is still out. The jury is still out. But she did say something about this in the past, so this is not a new story. So, yeah. Yeah, so shout out to Tamar. Girl, you better not be lying, girl, because, you know, they're going to eat you up, eat you up, eat you up, eat you up. So it's an unfit over here talking about her daughter she ain't raised. Be true to your
okay, I got what you, I get the whole way you're going. First of all, nah. If you're gonna be sincere, be sincere. If you're gonna be a bullshitter, be the best at it. Don't bullshit. Okay? So if I'm gonna be a proper influence, I'm gonna tell the truth off the grade. Look, y'all, I'm having health problems with this shit. Don't y'all fuck with this shit. So I'm gonna go to the doctor and spend $10,000 to $100,000 to remove the shit that y'all cannot afford to do. And you die. She didn't do that. And I don't cover her because she's my daughter. But people say, oh, you dogging her. No. What happens when I let her get away with the same shit other people get away? Then you say, oh, you protecting your daughter though. No. Yeah. She do right, she get praised. You do wrong, you get chest out. So that shit is, I mean, good for her. Because it's only my health. But if you want to be a sponsor, a whole article child for this, be real the first round. Why 2, 3, 5 hours later, oh, I got some golf balls in my ass on it.
Or as her trying to say, let me get back to my, because she also said, here's some ladies.
Gross. Well, thank you, God, for giving me such a good mom. Because, oh, poor Chyna. Poor Chyna. It's pathetic. Like, how are you that jealous of your own kid that you didn't raise? Like, how can you be mad as an unfit? How do you have an unfit rage? Like, I really don't get that. Like, you literally give unfit with everything you do. The least you could do is support her. Like, she's doing something good. If Chyna didn't want to come forward, unfit, burnt gap, or Oreo cookie mouth, chocolate cake mouth girl, black licorice tooth, if she didn't want to come forward and say anything was going on with her health-wise, she don't have to. That's usually why people get it removed in the first place. Weirdo. I'm like, oh, you're weird. She said that she wanted to be more healthier and all of that. Why does she have to come forward and say, I was about to die? I was about to... No, she don't have to do none of that. As long as she's doing what she needs to do to prevent those complications from happening again, and if she needs to get things removed, then she's going to get them removed. That's all that matters. And a good parent would applaud their child for doing something like this. They'll be happy about it, especially if it's hurting her. I mean, whatever she feels like she wants to do to her body, it's up to her. She's an adult. But if something was harming her and she's removing it so that she can live a healthier life and be around longer for her kids, she should be applauding that. Because not everybody does. There's been plenty of women, especially, that have died because of what they put in their body, that will rather die than remove it, because they have. Some are paralyzed, bed-stricken, all type of stuff. All type of stuff that have happened to these women on their journey to find beauty or what they think it is, doing anything for this look, anything for it. Don't care what they put in their body, as long as it changed their body. That's all that matters. So yeah, not everybody goes and removes it. So you should be thankful. And not everybody especially has the money. If you didn't have the money to get set surgeries, you think you got the money to remove it? Yeah, the state don't cover that. Medicaid, Blue Cross, they don't cover that. You got to come out the pocket for something like that because it's still considered cosmetic. So again, there's been plenty of women that have died because they didn't want to remove it, because they were afraid of what they looked like if it was gone, or just simply couldn't afford to get it out of their body, because most of them couldn't afford to get it in. That's why they do take, hospitals, go to hotels and lay across beds and let people do certain things to their body. Just back of the alley shops. Some people do it in their homes, and all that. They're going to get this off-brand, nothing approved by any health official surgeries and destroying themselves and their body in the process. So it's good that she's doing it to show girls that, like, because I'm sure plenty of women that are contemplating it right now. They're like, hey, I may need to get this out of my body because this is where these complications are coming from. So to see people like Chyna and K. Michelle and so many other women that have came forward and just like, look, all that money, y'all strippers out there stripping, and y'all artists out there making bread, doing shows and stuff like that done effed y'all body up, getting this surgery. Use some of that money to correct it. Use some of that money, to get that stuff out your body, because it's not good. Going in your bloodstream, all of that, making you sick over time. Again, not everyone has survived it. So again, why does Chyna have to come forward and display anything about what's going on with her health if she chooses not to? And again, it's obvious. That's why a lot of women get it removed, because they have health complications. Some it even prevents getting pregnant, and all of that stuff, or even affected their pregnancy. Some women have lost their children because of what's inside of their body, not agreeing with the pregnancy, and whatnot. Like, it's all types of stuff that are horrible stories. People have horror stories about surgeries or butt shots and stuff like that. Awful stories, literally. Some that will never walk again, because of what somebody put in their body, lied to them and told them it was this and it was something completely different. So yeah, and it's like, and this would be a time to me for people like Chyna and Burnt Gap to get along, because Chyna's trying to change even her name back to Angela, to being people referring to her as Angela instead of Blac Chyna, among other things. So she's trying to rebuild, start anew. This will be a good time to come in. But Chyna's smart from staying away from Burnt Gap because she's an awful human being. She absolutely is. She's a black hole. Is what, just a sunken hole. She don't want nothing good out of life. That's why she feel like she got to go around and do these invisible charities and take care of these invisible children in different continents and whatnot, because the bitch couldn't even do it for her own fucking child, but want to sit here and badmouth her, but want to sit here and make it seem like Chyna is awful, like Chyna's ungrateful. Ungrateful for what? Go listen to her live today. She said it out of her own mouth that her mother, meaning Chyna's grandmother, would tell Chyna to watch her mouth because her mother had problems giving birth to her, because that's all she did. Let me get something to drink. Why did it take your mother to tell her to watch her mouth? You're her mom. Why didn't you do it? Because the grandmother was raising her. Again, girl, go sit down somewhere. You're trash. You're pathetic. Like, whenever you get through and you keep letting it show, you're gross. You absolutely are. That's why I say I thank God that I have a mother that is the complete opposite of you. You can call me whatever you want, girl. I'll be an F word. I'll be all of that. Just know that I'm a raised one. Yeah. Mother. Yeah. Something that you have never completed. Like, you've never done that. You only have one chance. All you need is one mic and you dropped it. You're mad. Like, girl, that don't have anything to do with me. You're pathetic. You absolutely are. And that's why you do all these charities or wannabe charities, which you don't really do it. You just say it. You were literally, this is the same that's out there cursing out homeless people as she's giving them money. If you got an attitude about giving it to them, it seems as if you need it more than them. So that's the same person that was broke this morning. Like, girl, but you giving away money to people. You this, you that. There's plenty of people that don't have it to give but do. Don't have it to give but do. So just because you're one of those people robbing Peter to pay Paul, like, girl, go have a seat. You hop in hotel to hotel to hotel every time you live. Yeah, you're getting your karma, because this is exactly what you were doing while your daughter was a child, hopping from hotel to hotel to hotel. Like, girl, because them hoes tell. So, yeah, that's what that were, laying on your back. So, yeah, and you're mad. You're pressed. Every time she's live, she's in a car or a hotel. But they all up in my tea. Oh, okay. I'll just get into yours. Yeah. Yeah. She finally had to tell her followers this morning that she's no longer with her husband. Y'all were married in the first place. Ooh, you're mad. Ooh, you're mad. Ooh, you're upset. Ooh, you're upset, girl. So, yeah, she's over there hopping hotel to hotel. What happened to that partition in the apartment, girl? What happened to the, what happened? No partition no more? Oh, that's over? Oh, okay. We don't get to see her arm in the passenger seat anymore, the driver's seat anymore. That's, wonder what happened. I guess then it was him. Okay, girl. So, yeah, an awful human being. You're awful. You're the same person that was just sitting over there beefing with Jaguar. Now that's your girl. Deleting all those videos, blocking her on social media, all of that. Weren't taking her calls. You know why you and Jag are cool? Because Jag talked to me about it. And I told her that she should just let you rock. I said, she's upset because you called me because I'm your real friend. And she's upset about it. So she'll get over it. Basic bitches usually do. So yeah, she'll get over it. I said, yeah, there's no reason to just don't take the bait. I said, just let her be. She'll get over it. And she did just that. She did just that. Now she's over it. Now she's live. Oh, Jag. Yeah, you're weird. Again, girl. Because I could have encouraged Jag to do the opposite. I didn't. I said, no, just let her rock. That's your friend. Like, she'll be all right. She'll get over it. She will. Like, Then don't take the bait. There's no reason to go after her or cuss her out. Don't do none of that. Ain't no reason for it. I feel like y'all been cool for a while. I do think that she cares about you. I think you care about her. Just leave well enough alone. And yeah, no different than her sitting on this blue couch. Why does she think she there? Oh my God. Wasn't LaGina just on the same couch? Don't Jag always sit on this same couch? So, a girl, I'm like, oh, how you mad? You mad, girl? You mad? Okay. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. How you think you sit on that couch? Girl, have a seat, literally. Like, and don't get back up. You're gross. So, hair flip. So, but yeah, just an awful waste of space, you know, is what she is. She's so mad, girl. She is so mad. And she gonna stay that way. I'm like, oh, this is awful. Like, who talks about their own kid like that? Like, girl, leave the girl. This is why she don't with you. Like, I wouldn't either. Like, she makes me like Chyna. She makes me feel so bad for Chyna. Because I'm just like, ooh, this is what you have to deal with, you poor thing. Like, ooh, Chyna girl. Ooh, you poor thing, girl. You have to deal with somebody that was jealous of you. There's a lot of moms out there that are jealous of their daughters. Mm-hmm. Like, literally jealous of their daughters. Like, gross. I'm just like, yeah, I just shout out to Blac Chyna. Like, she just makes me like Chyna more and more, because I'm like, if this is what you have to go through to get to where you are now, wow. I understand like a lot of her behavior and a lot of things that she does. I can understand. I'm like, oh, it makes complete sense. Having an awful human being like this to call mother. Mm-hmm. She never had a good road. Absolutely not. So yeah, shout out to Blac Chyna. Yeah, I have nothing negative to say. Chyna, do your thing. I'm glad you're getting healthy, girl. You got kids and stuff to raise still, because it's not like you can leave them to her. It's not like if something happened to Chyna, she could leave him with her, you know. Be careful dropping your kids off to their grandmama, because then one day you may not know how to be a grandmama. Grandmothers are great grandmothers because they are mothers first. So they're like pros. I raised all these kids. I got them to where they're supposed to get to. Now I got to, you know, tap in with you. Okay, cool. Guidance is what grandparents are supposed to give. They're not supposed to be raising. They're not supposed to do that. If you ain't deceased, there's no reason that the grandparent needs to be raising. I can understand death, because that's the only thing that should be able to keep you from it. So again, you have to be careful not being a grandmother, because it'll make you an awful grandmother. Like, girl, should have been a mother first. Like, my grandkids in 20 years, they're gonna love me because I was a father first. So yeah, now I'm a grandpa. Okay, I'm gonna be great at that too. So yeah, my kids can feel fully comfortable handing their kid to me and letting me, because they know I did a good job with them. So they know that, you know, kid's gonna be just fine. But why would I want to hand my kid to you if you couldn't even get me right? You couldn't even get me together. But I'm supposed to give you my baby, you know, because unlike you, I actually love my kids. Yeah. Now Chyna done a lot of things, but she ain't losing her kids. She ain't lose those shorties. She did not. Her kids have to mean everything to her because she keeps them. We don't hear no bad stories about Dreamer King. They're doing fine. They're doing fine. So I'm gonna give Chyna that. She is a good mom. And she didn't get it honest. Like, she got it from her grandmother. A completely different example. This was not the example, because she'd be the same way to Dream. And she not. Dream is a beautiful little loved girl. You can see it all in her face. A beautiful little loved girl. Now, her mama might be a little ratchet, but, you know, it doesn't make you not a good parent. Like, just because you're a little, you know. Hair flip. So, moving right along. So, we're going to talk about Johnny Popcorn. Okay, shout out to Jaguar, right, my baby. Love you, Jaguar. We're going to talk about Johnny Popcorn. And we're going to talk about Johnny Popcorn on the Burn Book. Oh, my God. Shout out to the Burn Book. Get over to Patreon right now. Okay, it'll be dropping sometime today. But we'll be talking about Johnny Popcorn on the Burn Book. Not on YouTube. On the Burn Book. So you got to go to the Burn Book if you want to know who Johnny Popcorn is. His identity will be being dropped today. So go there and figure out who the hell this Johnny Popcorn is. Oh my word. Shout out to Jaguar, right? So so we will come live later, maybe, and discuss the unveiling of Johnny Popcorn. Or we may just leave it there. But you have to go to the Burn Book to figure it out. What do you know? So I love y'all. Thank y'all for all the super stickers and cash apps and super chats and other good stuff. Oh my God, wait on. Because oh my God, I love y'all. I love y'all. Shout out to Sheila. Thank you so much. Oh my God, I love you. For the cash app, I love you. I have to get out of here. Y'all make sure you hit the like and subscribe. We will be back. Okay, I'll be back. So but until then, oh my God, bye.
Fresh, 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 fresh.